So I'll wait just one more minute. We have maybe 4 or 5 more people to register. But before we do, I would like to remind everyone that the Soccer Summit is coming up March 4th to 6th, and we hope that you all are registered and will be attending. As you can see from the slide, there are lots of different type of sessions this year, and we hope to see everyone there. Just before we get started, I'm going to start in about just maybe 30 seconds. I have unmuted everyone. Can everyone just let me know if you can hear me?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I think we have everyone that will be joining us tonight. So I'm going to get started. So tonight we have the Club Excellence webinar for 2016. We're going to go through the process and the criteria for this year. And first, let me introduce myself. My name is Paul Burns, and I'm with the Club Development and Membership Services Department of the OSA. We will have Matt Greenwood joining us in just a few minutes, and he'll be listening in as well, and he is the manager of Club Development and the Membership Services Department at the OSA. Thank you all for attending tonight. Hopefully, not everyone has had to go through that traffic there tonight with the bad weather coming, but you're all listening in. And just to let you know as well, you can put some questions on your screen there. We will record those questions and put out an FAQ after the webinar tonight, and we'll get that up as soon as possible so everyone can see what kind of questions are the answers to those questions, and I'll be able to email it out, and we'll put it on the Club Excellence page on the OSA website. Next, we have the agenda for tonight. We'll start off with a general overview, which includes the purpose of the Club Excellence program and its progression since it started in 2007. We will look at the opportunities for the clubs involved. We'll then talk about the process and timeline for the application and assessment, which is a little bit different from previous years. First is the letter of intent, which is due on March 31st, and we'll talk about that, what that looks like, and how you submit that. We will talk about the OSA staff role within the governance, administration, and now the technical part of the application and the scorecard. And I'll explain that Friday, September 30th is the submission deadline for all documents within the application, and I'll explain what that looks like as well. Third item is the new criteria in the application, which for some of you who have not been a part or may not be upgrading from last year, there is now a larger technical content, which is LTPD orientated, and there's a new look to the scorecard as well. So to start off with, we have a general overview of the Club Excellence Program. The purpose of this program is to provide a framework for clubs to work within, share best practices, and we're talking about sharing best practices between the OSA and the club, club to club, and maybe even other organizations, maybe other provincial sports organizations or other sports in general, such as hockey, basketball, and the likes. We are proactively addressing the trends, so that could be legal trends, social or cultural trends going on. So we want the clubs to be proactive in these areas and have procedures and have policies that may be affected by what's going on within our society at the time. And we're looking to build a better soccer structure for Ontario. So we would like to help the clubs increase their policies or update policies, know and learn about different procedures that they may need to incorporate into their daily business, their daily lives within the club environment. Progress of the Club Excellence Program is now over 100 clubs and counting since it started. We had 36 awardees in 2015, and it has been a shared model with national sports organizations and provincial counterparts. Club Excellence was presented at the Canadian Sport Flag Conference, and it is the launch pad for 18 of the 20 OPDL license holders. And we'll get into it a little bit later, but we are working on aligning the OPDL process, assessment, and review along with the Club Excellence program as well. And it is recognized by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture, and Sport as a successful standard-based program. So opportunities for clubs involved. As a Club Excellence awardee, you will have opportunities with CSA and OSA event involvement. That could include Canada Games, special marketing events, and those sort of things. You'll receive regular communication from the OSA directly to the club and the Club Excellence participants. That includes a monthly email that currently is being sent out by myself, which will include items of educational seminars, webinars that are being held by other organizations. It might be news articles. It might be items where we highlight a club for a particular program or something they're doing within the community. You will also be a part of the award ceremony, which is at the Soccer Summit, which again is being held this weekend at the University of Guelph. You'll have access to OSA partners and sponsors. That could include special discounts for equipment, those sort of things. It may be access to OSA or partner sponsor events, and those type of accessibility that we offer to the Club Excellence awardees. You receive club recognition from your peers in the soccer community, as well as funders. And we will be a part, or can be a part, of club-specific projects. So we can help you, whether it's organization, being there on the day, those sort of things be available for. The OSA can also act as a resource by the club asking for feedback on specific documents, plans, policies, or any procedures that can be used. The OSA is there to act as a guide or as a basic resource for you to send it in. We can make comments and maybe suggestions for you, and then you can update or make those changes if you like to that new document. So we start with the letter of intent. So this is the first part of your Club Excellence application. So the letter of intent is to be submitted by email, either from your club president, through your executive director, general manager, office manager, whoever that person may be. It is to be received at the OSA office by 5 p.m. on March 31st. The letter of intent, and I'll show you an example of what that looks like in just a moment, states the club name, what award you would like to obtain, and who the champion is of your club. Once you email your letter of intent in, an email will be sent back to you confirming your involvement within 24 hours of the letter being received at the OSA office. And you'll get my email if you don't have it already at the end of the presentation, and all those letters of intent are to be sent to me. So this is what the letter of intent looks like. This is new, and it is currently just been updated onto our website. So if you look into the Club Excellence, and you'll actually see it probably with the information of this webinar. So relatively simple. We ask for your club information in terms of your address, phone number, email, club president, club general manager, executive director, somebody in that type of position, club technical director, and then the name of the Club Excellence champion, if it is somebody other than those three names, and along with their email and phone number. We'll check which one you're applying for. And then we ask for 2 signatures, date it, and then send it in to me. So step 2 of the application. So after you have sent in your letter of intent and you've received an email confirmation from me, we will start to look at baseline review of the club, including a site visit. So that starts April, May, depending on each club, their schedule, as well as the OSA staff schedule. But OSA staff will visit all clubs who submit a letter of intent and plan on completing the Club Excellence application. We will go out to each club and visit you on site at your clubhouse, your club office, and go through the Club Excellence scorecard. There you can submit documents if you like, but other documents will be sent in via email. So from June to 30th will be ongoing support to the OSA staff for governance, administration, and technical criteria. During that time, we can also do additional visits if need be. And we also provide ongoing support through those months via email or phone calls. Also, during the months of June to September, we will contact the district associations, and they'll be informed of your entry into the program, confirm your status of good standing. And we also use the district associations for ongoing support for various areas within the scorecard. We contact the leagues to let them know that you've applied and to also confirm your status of good standing, which may also include club and team excuse me, discipline cases. So step number 3 is the submission of your Club Excellence application. So September 30th is the deadline at 5 p.m. Send email to myself. We only accept electronic format. This allows for an increase of timely feedback when you're sending in your documents. Always review the documents and send them back to you if we have any comments. It's not just a one-time submittal. You can submit the same document more than once. And within that scorecard and within the submission, you can see the sectioned areas to reflect each criteria as presented in the scorecard. So within the governance and administration part of the scorecard, it is a new format. So if you submitted an application in 2014 and in 2015 and you'd like to upgrade in 2016, you will see that the scorecard may have a lot of the same information, but it is a new format. We have clear sections related to OSA policy, governance, human resources, risk management, communications, as well as other areas. The bronze area remains almost identical, which is basically OSA mandatory requirements. You'll also see in each area there are built-in rubrics for sections for the silver and gold. You will also see that there's resource links and information as well as category numbers that's been added to assist each club and their organization and submittal of the documents. So here's an example of the governance and policies area of the bronze section of the scorecard. So it may be a little bit hard to read, but I think you can see what it looks like in terms of the category number, what the criteria is, what we're looking for. We've also included a column there to show you if it's a policy, procedure, or even a plan. And then we look at if it's a yes or no. You get 0 points for a no and 4 points for a yes. And then if you look over to your right some more, there's a resource area there, the score, and some notes. So you can see on the resource there we provide links that may be for examples for you. It may be resources to OSA website and documents, and is there to assist you if you do not have that policy procedure in place. It's there to also show you what another organization may have, and you can compare notes to yours. So new to some people will be the technical content, which is all LTPD driven. This area is player development, match officials, talented pathway, soccer for life, high performance, and board awareness. This is an example of the bronze section for technical. You can see it looks very similar to the governance and administration, but would have questions or criteria in there that is technical related. And you can see from those questions that they are LTPD compliant type of questions, such as the retreat line, game leaders, and those sort of areas. We also ask for copies of or a list of coaching credentials when it comes to the grassroots area of respect in soccer as well. I also will put in a little note there that in order to obtain bronze, all of these areas have to be yes. So you have to get 100% in the bronze criteria in order to achieve bronze and then possibly move over to the silver and gold sections. So the scorecard in itself is a living document. And what we mean by that is it's a document that is always changing. And what we mean by that is you're always submitting documents. They don't all have to be submitted at one time. You can submit each criteria once every day if you like. You can send them all in at once. Once you see the scorecard, you'll see that that's really too much to do all at one time. It is a baseline moving towards a final submission. So you will receive updated scorecards throughout the process, see where you are standing at that time, and you can see what still needs to be done. As I said before, we have built-in links with resources to the OSA and external websites. The club and the OSA Club Excellence staff will have ongoing notes and discussion to track your process and your progress within the application. And we'll provide ongoing feedback of submission of your documents. So like I said before, this gives you a chance to submit documents more than once. It also provides some feedback for you so you can submit the best document possible to get the best score possible. Operations and delivery. The operations part of the Club Excellence program. The administration and governance is done through the club development team, which normally is myself and Matt Greenwood. And the technical, we receive technical guidance from the player development department. We also may look to other areas within the organization for guidance on specific documents such as match officials, financial, and those sort of areas. The delivery of the program, site visits. So myself or another OSA member will come to your club and visit your facility and have the first initial run through of the scorecard. We'll go through each item and we'll talk about whether you have that in place already or whether you need to develop it and submit it at a later date. We will provide conference calls and emails throughout the entire process. And this may only be a few emails between us. Others, it may be quite a lot. And that's fine. That's excellent. We want to have a very open dialogue with the clubs to help them achieve what they're looking for within the club excellence. We want you to achieve that gold standard. That's what you're looking for. That's your goal. And we will provide webinars throughout the summer on various topics, and they will be related to the scorecard. And we also will be providing information about other webinars that may help you within your scorecard that are being run by other organizations outside of the OSA. And all our webinars are also recorded and placed on our website for you to look at a later date. So the branding of the Club Excellence Program. Now the three different areas of the gold, silver, and bronze may look different from those who have or have not been a part of the program for a couple of years or are new to the program. So our current awardees are encouraged to move to the new format or the new looking logos of the Club Excellence Program. On successful completion of the award, the club will be provided with the appropriate version of the logo. So we'll send it either in JPEG, AI, or PDF versions, whichever you prefer. And we encourage you to use this on your websites, your letterhead, your team jerseys, event releases, any media communication, marketing materials that you have, to let people within your community, to let other sports organizations know that you are a Club Excellence club and you have obtained a certain standard within your organization. Just a basic general overview of the Club Excellence program or the seminar tonight. We went over the purpose of Club Excellence and how it's progressed throughout the years. We looked at the timelines and some of the areas within the new scorecard. I talked about the letter of intent, which again is due March 31st. You can get the letter of intent off our website. Please complete it and send it to me. We went over the application and the areas or the different process within steps within the application, from sending in the letter of intent, having a site visit, ongoing support through the email and phone calls. Talked about the assessment, so what we're looking for, how we can help you within the submission of your documents for the scorecard. It includes feedback, so you can change that scorecard and submit it a second, third, or fourth time, whatever is needed. And deadlines. So again, the letter of intent is due March 31st, and the final deadline to have all documents submitted is September 30th. This will be communicated to you many times over the next few months, including website information. We will post things via social media and through my monthly emails as well. We went through some of the new criteria, which included the technical areas, and we looked at a couple of examples of what the scorecard looks like. The scorecard will be sent to everyone who does complete a letter of intent. So you can have a look at that scorecard and see what areas are in there prior to your site visit. You ask that you get many documents in order prior to that site visit, but you can see everything in there prior to that, as well as you'll be sent updated versions of your scorecard throughout the application process. So finally, any questions and letters of intent can be sent to me at pburns@soccer.on.ca. My phone number is 905-264-9390. My extension is 244. And I encourage you to send any questions you have about the program. Please send me any documents you would like me to have a look at or pass on to some of our experts within the OSA. And also, please feel free to call me if you have any questions about the process or any help you need within the scorecard, any clarification that you may need within each criteria. And one last reminder that the letter of intent is due in March 31st. We will not accept any letters after that date, so please do not forget. So I think I've been a little bit quicker than what was scheduled, but I would like to thank you all for listening to me today. I hope that you have learned a little bit about what Club Excellence is, the process, what the scorecard looks like, and I hope that you all will be a part of the program. And if you're speaking to other clubs, let them know about it. Or even if you'd like to know about some other clubs that are already involved, please let me know and I can pass on the information. You can ask them about what it's like to be a part of the program. A little reminder there, our Twitter handle for the club development department within the OSA is @Club Development. We post a lot of different information on there, which includes news items, educational pieces, and OSA updates throughout the year. And we're on there daily, so please follow us and you can receive a lot of useful information. So again, thank you very much. I appreciate your time tonight, and please feel free to contact me, and I hope to see everyone at the Soccer Summit on the weekend. Thank you.